Hey, good morning. Good morning. We're live in Facebook and Facebook. Good morning and good morning. Today, I want to share with you guys some powerful keys to success and talking really about resistance. I think not a lot of entrepreneurs talk about the real struggle that entrepreneurship is. What happens when you don't get your goals? What happens when it takes longer to generate sales than you expected? What happens when you thought you would be further along at this than you are today? That's the conversation I want to have with you guys here. Welcome, welcome. Let me know if you guys are tuning in live or catching the replay so I can say hello. I was having a conversation, and this is a really timely conversation. It brought me back when several years ago, I got started in entrepreneurship as a multi-level marketer selling weight loss supplements and these tchotchke powders and skin creams. And I want to tell you that story about, the cost of success, how I built myself into running one of the world's fastest growing women's empowerment companies today. Take Your Power Back Now has done over $2.5 million in sales last year, which is amazing. We empower women all around the world to overcome fear and thrive. Our clients get incredible results in 8 weeks. In 8 weeks, I was thinking about this yesterday, we have women that have never charged maybe hundreds of dollars for their services, making $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, $25,000 in sales, which is outrageous. And in 8 short weeks, we're able to do that with our programs. And it got me started, thinking about my own journey to success, which came in a massive failure. I went bankrupt in 2006. And no one talks about this. So I want to share with you guys the real truth about being an entrepreneur and what you're really signing up for. It's called a life of learning. And I remember when I first got started in multi-level marketing, I actually had no idea, I had no notion that resistance was even a real thing. Okay, so I would get busy all day long and I would, move things around on my desk and, hope that the sales would come in. I learned a lot through that failure. I learned some very key pieces to success that I want to share with you today. And my intention is that, you don't make the same mistakes that I did and that you have results in record time. So one of the things that I learned in this multi-level marketing company where we would sell these smoothie shakes and things is that every week they would gather people into a hotel room and somebody would be up in front of the stage doing this little presentation and all of these people would enroll and get sold into the business. Well, I happened to be the freaking bomb at that. All right. They would put me in front of the stage every single week and I'd sell the shit out of everybody who was in that room. All right. Now, that was awesome because I got to learn that, wow, Vanessa, you're really a performer. You love to be out on stage. You're really good at speaking. And it gave me a platform to practice being a public speaker. The second thing that I learned was that I had some horrible, and I mean horrible resistance. And I was not disciplined. And I wasn't focusing every single day on the things that I needed to be doing, which was called marketing and sales. So I made a new rule for myself. And I made a rule that every single day I would go to a mall and I would not leave until I got 20 sales appointments booked in my calendar. And back then we were giving away these free health assessments, which was basically come to my house and I'm going to sell you a bunch of products to lose weight and all this stuff. And I would go up to people in malls, perfect fucking strangers, and say, hey, you want a health assessment? It's valued at $250, congratulations. I have to give away 20 of these. You're number 14, whatever it was, and book these people in my calendar. It would take me a couple of hours. Then I would drive home, call all these people back. And hey, Kelly, Janine, Denise, welcome. If you guys are joining me here live or catching the replay, let me know. I'm sharing with you guys a story. When I got home, I would call all these 20 appointments back. 10 of the people I'd actually get a hold of them. 5 of them would actually show up to my house, and I would make 2 sales. Okay, so I learned that, wow, I learned some very important things. Being disciplined, every single day getting sales appointments booked in my calendar, Getting out of my fucking comfort zone. Okay. Walking up to strangers in a mall. Do you think that was comfortable? Okay. It was the thing I wanted to do the least. I made it the first thing that I had to do every single day. Then the other thing I learned was that it's a numbers game. Okay, success is really a numbers game. Out of those 20 appointments that I made every day, I would get on the phone with 10, 5 would show up, 2 would buy. Now another problem I learned doing this multi-level marketing thing is that the profit that I would make on those 2 sales was like $120 and $120, $240 for all of that work. So obviously I went bankrupt because I was giving away the highest value thing that you have in your business is your time, is your coaching. So a lot of these network marketing businesses want you to make $10, $20, $50 on these products. Meanwhile, you're giving away your most valued commodity, which is your coaching and your time. So I ended up going bankrupt doing that business, and I was one of the top sales leaders. By the time I figured out how to be disciplined and how to focus on marketing every day and sales and how to get over my own damn resistance, it was too late. I had a ton of money in debt. And for this reason, this is why we started. This is a big part of the reason why I started Take Your Power Back Now and focusing women in our 10K and 30-day program on overcoming their own resistance around sales and their own resistance around being visible and their own resistance about, getting out there and charging what they're worth and bragging about their services and really getting into the right habits that lead to success, right? I did it the wrong way, so that you guys don't have to. And if you guys are tuning in here on Facebook, I'm gonna drop the 10K in 30-day program.com. There's a link to our website if you want to check out our program, 10K in 30-day program.com. I'm gonna take any questions you guys have about sales, marketing, mindset, overcoming resistance, because let me tell you, the resistance is real. Here's another thing that nobody really wants to talk to you guys about. You're learning. Okay, you sign up to be an entrepreneur and you are betting on yourself that you can create your own freedom, your own income, your own timelines, right? You're taking the power back from your boss or this job, and you're betting on yourself. And that's going to require you to get into some new habits. And you know what? The last time I checked, most entrepreneurs want to buy freedom and nobody wants to be disciplined. That's not sexy, Vanessa. I want to run around on a beach and live in my bikini like you did. Well, that came later. That came after, putting the right priorities in place. And the truth is, as an entrepreneur, you're going to be learning for the rest of your life. So how do you show up in your business every day when maybe your videos suck? Maybe you suck at making offers. Maybe your copywriting skills are like non-existent. Maybe you really need to learn how to believe in yourself. Maybe you really need to learn how to get clarity of your message and how to reach people online and how to build a sales attraction system. Maybe your technology skills are like non-existent. How do you show up in your business and not beat yourself up and take yourself out of the game before you even start? That's the real conversation to be had here. That's the real conversation. So I want to have that conversation with you guys. Let me know if any of this resonates with you or if you have any questions for me. I'm going to have a sip of my smoothie. Isn't this yummy? This is a chia seed, strawberry, blueberry, banana smoothie. Did you know chia seeds are very high in antioxidants and protein? And fiber. This is my new health kick right over here. So success and failure is simply a result of habits. The number one habit that you've got to get your brain into as an entrepreneur is realizing that you are going to be learning, and there's no way around it. So how do you not beat yourself up for being in the learning game? And it's an important piece, and I'll tell you something, because if you can get over the fact that you're going to be learning, and if you have persistence, there's nothing in the world that can stop you from success. I'm going to say that again. If you have persistence with your business, if you have this mindset of no matter what, I'm going to figure this out, there is nothing and nobody ever that can stop you from success. How do I know that? Been there, done that. wrote the book, bought a few t-shirts, made a few t-shirts about the subject. The only difference from me and maybe you is that I've maybe failed a few more times and decided not to give up. I was having a conversation about paid advertising. We have a new agency that opened, a sister company. I'll put the link in here as well below, because a lot of our clients are just like, I don't want to learn paid advertising, Vanessa. I don't want to learn Facebook ads. I don't want to learn YouTube ads. This is too technical for me. It's too hard. Great. Don't do it. As a business owner, you should be focused on delivering service and hiring people that can help, that are experts in the things that you're not expert in. That's another thing I did really, really well. But before I did that, I spent maybe $30,000 on Facebook ads. Lit the freaking money right on fire. Gone. Now, a lot of people would have said, wow, you could have given up right then and you would have had a good, reason to give up. Yeah, it doesn't work, But being the persistent fuck that I am, and I'm extremely persistent, I didn't give up. And here today, we've helped thousands and thousands of women right around the world overcome fear and thrive with this company, Take Your Power Back Now. So the results that you get, the impact that you get, the fulfillment that you get, the person that you become from pushing past your comfort zone, from showing up, from persistence, from getting the right habits in the right order, from betting on yourself, from leaning in, from doing those uncomfortable things, to continue learning, that's not something that anybody can ever take away from you. And that's really what it's all about. So I wanted to drop a little nugget here with you guys to let you know that if it's taking a little bit longer for you to reach your goals, guess what? Totally normal. And the question I have for you is, what strategy do you have in place to not be beating yourself up all day long because you're not there yet and you should be there yet? What strategy do you have in place for that? Who's on your side? Who's in your corner? Do you have a mentor? Do you have a support system? A lot of entrepreneurs are by themselves at home, moving, shifting things around on their desk, pretending to be busy, avoiding doing the most important things because they're uncomfortable, because they don't want to be rejected. They don't want to be, bothering or pestering people for sales and money, right? Consider this. What if you had, a magic potion? And what if your magic potion could help prevent so much suffering and you were withholding that from people because of your own fears? Because that's what's really going on here. And I just saw a message this morning from one of our clients. I'm not sure I read it, but it's on the phone, but I'm on the phone with you guys here too. Let me see if I can pull it up in another browser. One moment, please, as Michelle would say. One moment, please. I'm going to read you this testimonial. You guys will see it on the group in the Facebook page here in a bit. Let me find this, because this is really, I think, why we do what we do here. Take Your Power Back Now. Let me just scroll a little bit. Give me a moment. Woohoo! Just got my 4th client. That's 2 for 2. Rock on. That's pretty cool. But there's another one. There's another really great comment here. Hey sisters, just signed my 3rd client. I'm excited and nervous. What I put in the vortex 6 months ago for manifestation is happening. The universe has brought people to me that I can really help. And I'm kind of in a state of shock and definite servitude. I'm just here to say this program works. The formula is smart and solid. Genius, really. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Kimberly, who's our head mindset mentor. Thank you, Vanessa, for devoting your life to a woman like me. This is the interesting part. I would have never made this leap without you and your team. It's really happening. My gratitude in infinite. On to another call. Wish me luck. So yeah, it really works. Imagine having a system that would actually allow you to take action and lean in. And I think the biggest part that I love about that is I never thought that I could really do this, that it would actually really work. So if you guys are joining us here, hey, Angela and Shalene, Wendy. Wendy says it's the exact smoothie she had this morning. Janine says, I needed to hear that right now. Awesome. Denise, how to get over the no. How to get set up properly on social media. Okay, these are some great questions. We actually have on our team an amazing woman, well, some amazing few women that help you set up your social media sites like your Facebook group, your timeline images on Instagram, on Facebook. And here's where to apply. All of that happens on the inside of our 10K and 30-day program. We decided here, I decided a long time ago that wouldn't it be nice if you could just like have a one-stop shop, and in 8 weeks you were up and running, you knew who you were serving, you knew who your niche was, you knew you had a program, you felt confident, you had a sales script, you had your Facebook ads going, and bam, you just hit, you got out there and just hit the ground running. You had clarity, and in 8 weeks you had clients. Wouldn't that be, because I did not start that way, okay? I bought a program over here, I learned a little bit about list building, I did like 3 years of spirituality over there, I did law of attraction over here, I learned about sales over there, I went to this program, I flew over here and learned about segmentation, about ads, built a website over here. It was like crazy. So I decided a few years ago that, hey, I'm going to build a boot camp, and women are going to come in, and in 8 weeks they get spit out. They've got a ton of clarity. They've got systems built in their business. They know what to do on social media. They have examples. They have, we give you our offer Bible. We teach you copywriting, sales, marketing, and that's what our 10K and 30-day program is. So if you want to learn about how to get your social media set up, you can Google that. That's kind of easy, but if you actually really want to do it and have it done within a good time, I would definitely apply for our 10K and 30-day program. That way you are for sure to get, not just to think about it and watch videos and then be like, oh, but how does it apply to me? I'm not sure if that's really, should I call myself this or should I call myself that? Is this the name of my program? I'm not sure if that's really going to sell. Am I after the right audience? Like, that's where most women, you like doubt yourself to no action. Or you're like, oh wow, yeah, conceptually it sounds really great. I want to do Facebook ads, but I'm like non-tech savvy. So we have different options. We have a done for you service now. If you want to have us do your paid advertising for you, we have that option available. Another great question, how to get over the no. How to get over the no. This is a great, this is a really big issue that a lot of entrepreneurs face, right? It's the fear of rejection. Like, oh my God, I don't want to have somebody tell me, no, I don't want your thing. And it's not like you're selling this book or, this really nice candle. You're selling an extension of you as a service, right? If you're selling coaching, you're selling a service, you're selling yourself. So it's a really interesting internal game. And I remember, when I was back in the day when I was doing network marketing, going out and, getting my 20 appointments booked every single day, doing the most important, the most uncomfortable, most important thing, which was getting in front of people, getting those sales appointments booked every day. I made it a numbers game. And the truth is, if I needed to, out of those 20 people, I probably needed to go up and talk to maybe 30, 35 people to get those 20 people booked. So I knew that every no that I got was, I'm closer to my yes. And I removed it being about, oh, I'm bad, or, oh God, I still have so far to go. And, I'd go to these network marketing meetings and all these millionaires, they'd have these millionaire pins, and I would drive this like rusty ass freaking rust bucket car. And, shit, now I'm a millionaire. Good thing I never gave up, eh? Good thing. But I realized early on that there was no benefit in me beating myself up about this process called learning, right? So think about it. You can either start a race at the starting gate, and when the gun goes off, hit the ground running, or you can be 200 yards before the starting line with your knees cut off, crawling and bleeding. How would you like to start the race? Because if you want to build a business and you want to call yourself an entrepreneur and you want to create freedom, you're going to have to learn, and you're going to have to learn a lot of things. And hopefully you learn them quickly, and hopefully they don't cost you a ton of time and money and suffering from beating yourself up. Like it, you know, that was my story. Okay, Shalene's got a question. I'm having a workshop at the Wellness Center next week. Awesome. What do you suggest I do to draw people to the workshop? That's a great question. We teach you in our workshop profit secret system how to generate an extra $80,000 to $100,000 a year in sales by hosting really simple, small little workshops like that. Their whole program is inside the back end of our 10K and 30-day program. It's a bonus. It's actually how I made my first 6 figures as a coach. And what I teach people is if you're going to do a workshop, what you actually want to do is just show up and do the workshop. That's enough, you know. And find people who already have a community of people that are the right audience, and let them put the people in the room for you. Even if you charge $20 or $40 for the workshop, let the people who fill that room with people keep that money, because you're going to make your money on the back end. Big sneeze. Excuse me. You're going to make your money on the back end. You're not going to make, you know, $100, $200, $500 in a workshop. You're going to make your money by selling a breakthrough strategy session on the back end, and then enrolling those people into a high-end program. It's a 2 touch point system. And we've taught hundreds of women here in the last 10 years how to attract clients with workshops. But trying to fill butts in seats and delivering your workshop is really hard. I would not recommend doing those 2 things at once. Find a community leader who's got the right people. Let them fill the room. We give you a workshop profit secrets flyer. So it's my flyer that I used. They can promote it out to their email list. You can incentivize them to actually keep all the upfront money. And then when you promote your breakthrough calls at the end of the workshop, those are like really warm, super excited leads. 50% of those people, you'll make a bit of money there, but then 50% of those people will actually become high-paying clients. That's how I made, the first time I tested this out, with massive failure again. I learn a lot through failure. First time I did this, I charged too much for my breakthrough session. I only got one person who bought a breakthrough session. It was $300, but that woman ended up buying a $3,600 coaching program from me. And then I sold some books, and I think I made about $4,100 on my first workshop. It was a huge failure, but I learned a lot of things. And my next workshop I did in my yoga teacher's basement, and we had, I think, 15 or 18 women there, and I made $25,000 in my yoga teacher's basement by offering a 2.5-hour, really simple, fun workshop on law of attraction. So totally doable. And again, if you guys want to check out the workshop profit secret system, it comes in the back end of our 10K program. So guys, I hope you have found this inspirational. I wanted to shoot this video for you guys today to let you know that I am so amazed and so proud of you guys for leaning in, for showing up here on these videos, for taking time out of your day to learn and getting the right perspective, gaining the right habits, you know, like pat yourself on the back for that. And if you really want to blow past your own goals, if you actually want to get your goals, if you're tired of like sitting on the sidelines and waiting and watching other people achieving results while you're like, why they have it and I don't, invest in yourself. It's the biggest, best, fastest thing you can do for growth in business is to hire people who know what you don't know and learn from their mistakes so you don't have to make them, because guess what? You're learning. So like it or not, you're going to learn. There's no way to it but through it. So the faster you get on with learning, the faster you get on to results. And again, I think I put together the best program in the world. In 8 weeks, you can have it all up and running and literally generating high ticket sales. I was thinking of myself, you know, I was thinking of this last night. Like how amazing these are. Our clients are people who have, maybe they have a few one-on-one clients. Maybe they've, I mean, some of them have never had any coaching clients before. And after 8 weeks, they're making thousands of dollars in sales. Mind blowing. You're welcome, Shalene. You're welcome, Janine. I love you guys so much. Thank you, Facebook. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you guys real soon. Bye.